So only three features are left uh, according to my GSoC proposal. So I completed the multi-reaction. I will just show the video of multi-reaction. Uh, is here. So the multi-reaction feature is complete. Uh, the user can give a multiple reaction. I just wanted to get a comment whether we should have a negative reaction or not. I added one negative reaction, so I hope that is okay. Peter?
Yeah, I think that's good for now. We can, as long as we have the option, and then from there we see whether the end users would like to see it. I know that in most social media environments, they're trying to get away from the negatives.
Yes.
So let's leave it for now, and we can always remove it at a later point or stage.
So yes, the reaction feature is working, and the other thing which I completed was I implemented the app theme all across the repository. So now the theme which will be used for buttons and title and heading 1 and heading 2 will be constant. And I also completed the notification channels. I am still working on the docs, which will be used for setting up the mobile app for the first time for the notification. I improved. I upgraded the SDK version, due to which 56 files were
Yeah, I saw
changed,
that.
and documentation was to be written. So please must that PR. I have to write the documentation 56 files. If uh, you get the point, hello,
Yes,
am I audible?
yes, I can hear you. But yeah, so I saw the PR for the update of the underlying,
SDK.
yeah, the SDK. So that's really good. All right. So you're talking about the communication channel. Please explain that a little bit more.
Notification.
Notification, correct.
Yes. So yes, channel code is complete. I have to write the documentation for the setup of the notification with the Firebase. I am currently using Firebase Cloud Messaging.
Okay. All right.
Yes, and along with the documentation, I am also working on the hashtag feature, which will be completed by Wednesday, and the delete post feature, which will give user option to delete the post, will be completed by Sunday. So
Oh,
these are the updates.
yeah. I think there's an issue or a PR or something related to hashtags that I think somebody wanted to get assigned to them. And now that I see that you're working on it, then I can let them know that that's the case. So this is really good
Yes.
to see. All right.
Hmm.
Um, all right. So now we have just thinking about the complexity of the app. We have the Firebase, which is going to have to be set up by the remote user organization or the organization itself. Then we're going to have this Redis installation that's also going to have to be done.
For the backend.
Yeah, for the back end. Yeah, to cache this stuff. And as time goes by, this installation is going to get more and more complicated. I know.
Also, one more thing with the Firebase notification is we have to uh, use our Firebase account to send notification to all the mobile apps when a organization admin wants to send a notification. We cannot. Uh, we have to take up the cost of that.
Yeah, yeah, that's been one of the ongoing concerns about this, in that if we're an open source organization and we use Firebase notifications, then we will always have this issue where the Palisades Foundation is going to have to find funding to support all the free users of the open source software.
Yes.
And so therefore it becomes a real expense for us in the long run. And even in the short run, it's going to be an issue. So that's one of the reasons why we really tried to make sure that the Firebase installation at the beginning of 2023 was done on a per organization basis, and that we had to do the modifications to the Firebase files in the Android and app area to get that done. Is there a way in which we can solve this problem, or at least make it easier for the end user to use it? Because one of the things that's going to happen is that when people start to use the app in later on this year, then they're going to be asking us for. We're going to be on the hook for it, and we could find ourselves financially liable for something like this. There's no control over a large organization taking this over, and then the next thing we know, we have a bill for thousands of dollars that we have no control over. So what can we do to reduce this risk?
So one thing which we can do is give. This is very extreme example. So give the organization admin the access to our Firebase account, because sending notification through the Firebase console is free, but using Firebase SDK to send notification cost you. So this can be one solution if we want to send notification for the notification only.
Yeah. Okay. This is something we really have to figure out how to get around. This may have to be yet another one of these APK type things that would have to be done to make sure that we don't have this issue, or else we're always going to have this risk. And so, for example, it's not just the cost. Say, for example, some sort of illegal activity is going to be occurring using the mobile app. Because the illegal activity is occurring on an encrypted channel, essentially managed and hosted, not so much hosted, but managed by the Palacios Foundation. The foundation could now be held liable to that criminal activity. So it's not just cost. There are many risks with using this approach. So we really need to think this through more thoroughly. So Ayush, if you can think of a way to get around this, either through a slightly more complicated installation process or some other methodology, please think about that. Or else,
I think you can try app, right, for that.
but whatever the solution is, we need to get around this particular problem. Earlier in the year, we had in the installation process how to set up a Firebase account to make it work, and how to get all that stuff done. If no man, your solution works, then that could be another alternative. But we need to find a way in which we don't have this risk. It's a really real risk. I mean, it's fine if you're a startup and you're launching a product. It's fine if you're having a cloud solution, but we're having a hybrid situation. We may do the cloud for ourselves, and then other people may want to do it for themselves. And so therefore, we need to have a methodology in between. So Ayush, please think about this. I mean, and let's try and see how we can make this work. So I'm not saying that Firebase is not a solution. I'm just saying that if we use it, we need to take these things into consideration. Okay?
Yes.
All right, because it's a material risk, and I've always been very concerned about this, and we need to make sure that we find a way around it. Okay. Any other questions related to Ayush's work? Okay. So Ayush, do you have like an example of the notifications working that you could show us?
Uh, I have to start the app actually. I didn't make a video.
Okay.
I
No,
will
that,
post the channel
yeah,
or into the
that'd
email.
be, yeah, that'd be really good. All right, thank you.